It's our choice of words that actually sets us apart. If we want to stand out in a crowd, if we want people to take notice of what we speak, how we speak, or how effective we are as a communicator, then we need to focus on the choice of words which we are using to articulate our thoughts. So today's 7 days, 7 words challenge is going to focus exactly on this aspect. We are going to help you build your vocabulary so that you can create an impact regardless of the audience that you're interacting with. Prudence. Prudence is a quality which probably each one of us needs to exercise regardless of the situation. Very often we don't react or respond or probably think through, in detail in certain situations. Prudence is a quality which will hold you in good stead and definitely help you sail through the adverse conditions with greater, skill, with greater confidence. Prudence means being wise. Okay, prudence means using sound judgment. Okay, so if I have to use it in the workplace scenario, his prudence helped him to do efficient resource allocation so that the processes would go forward smoothly. If I were to use this in the context of behavioral aspects, then I could say, my prudence helped me to allocate my funds in the right investment avenues, which yielded me great results or great yields. So in the personal space and in the professional space, this word can very effectively be used. Ingenuity. Ingenuity is a skill each one of us needs to possess. It helps us think on our feet. It helps us to solve for problems with greater efficiency. For instance, if there are too many process-related delays, then if you want to do process improvements, ingenuity is the skill to probably hold on to. It is this skill which will help you to tide over these challenges. Ingenuity is the ability to do some original thinking. It is the ability to be clever, smart, come up with solutions. Okay, so if you exercise ingenuity in your professional space, you are bound to grow faster and, climb the rungs of the corporate ladder much faster. Similarly, ingenuity in handling or juggling multiple tasks will certainly lead to faster and better outcomes. You should go to him. He always gets things done. Well, someone who has the ability to get things done, that person is certainly resourceful. So next word is resourcefulness. A good quality to possess, because then you are the go-to person for the task to be done. People count on you. People actually look up to you and indeed end up referring you to other people. So if you are someone who can get the job done, deliver the goods, then you can rightly be labeled as someone who is resourceful. Oh my, the confidential report accidentally got leaked to the media. Well, the executive who's responsible for this surely landed himself in hot water. So to land oneself in hot water means to get into trouble or probably to invite trouble, usually due to one's own actions or behavior. Okay, so there are people who have the tendency to often land in hot water. There are so many celebs around us whom we are aware, they are actually usually swamped with controversies. They have the tendency to land themselves in hot water. Arm twisting. Well, to twist someone's arm means to kind of put some pressure, undue pressure on a person to get things done. Basically, when you're trying to use some unfair methods to get your job done, you're actually arm twisting someone. Well, the name which pops up in my head right now is the Trump administration. Okay, currently there are multiple ways in which, you could see that they are pressurizing the Indian government to actually stop purchasing oil from Russia. All this is nothing but arm twisting tactics. You all must be well acquainted with the superhero Flash. Well, he actually borrows his name from the phrase in a flash. In a flash means in a jiffy. Well, we live in a day and time today where everyone wants everything done in a flash. Instant gratification is the order of the day. So, well, if you want things done quickly, if you want things done instantly, in a flash is the right phrase to use. To have one's nose in the air. Well, not really particularly a great trait to have, but it also helps you ascertain, or for that matter, reaffirm your position in certain scenarios. I personally believe if you are a senior in a particular department, or if you are the owner of a startup or the CEO of a company, it's okay to have your nose slightly up in the air, because that maintains a professional distance between you and your next in line. Having said that, otherwise, not really a very great trait to carry or great trait to have, simply because people find it difficult to, adjust around you, or they are typically walking in eggshells around you, and they don't really gel with you very well because they think you're snobbish or you're someone who's not accessible. To have your nose up in the air means you are actually someone who is snobbish and slightly, uptight about the way you conduct yourself. Those are the 7 words for this week. Start imbibing them today by practicing them probably on a daily basis. 1 word per day, and that sorts you for the week. And yes, I would look forward to your, inputs in the comments section, and will be happy to review your sentences. Till then, happy learning at English Excellence with Chhaya.